The plane right behind me is a Boeing 767 private jet, and it is without a doubt one of the most beautiful aircrafts I have ever seen in my life. It's been recently remodeled both on the inside and on the outside by a company called VIP Completions, and they have invited us out here to tour this amazing aircraft. It has 2 staterooms, over 2,000 square feet of interior space, exquisite finishes, and without further ado, let's begin our tour. All right, everyone, we're gonna start our tour on the exterior. First off, I want to warn everyone, it is super windy today. We're gonna do our best to protect our mics, but we wanted to start on the outside because this is a Boeing 767 private jet. The scale is incredible. I love this exterior color here with the white and black tones. The plane has a very sporty look to it. And come in here, we have one of the engines. Look how little I look right next to the engine, and around the engine cowlings they have this sporty carbon fiber look texture. Now I also want to take everybody this way because we have one of the landing gears over here, and look how little I look right next to it. This is insane. You know, private jets are supposed to be a little bit smaller, but this is essentially a commercial jet converted into a private application, and looks great on the outside, but I know everybody wants to see the inside, so let's go have a look. All right, everyone, here we are at the entry. On my left, we have the galley and the crew mess, but first, I want to take everybody to the cockpit. There's a bathroom here dedicated for the staff and the pilots, and going in, this is where we have the cockpit. I'm going to take a seat here because I've never sat in a cockpit before, and this is super cool. I mean, we're in a private jet, Boeing 767. We have the controls. Windshield is actually lower than I anticipated, but it just feels very futuristic and awesome here.
Yeah, would you ever get a pilot's license?
I would love to. I would love to learn how to fly.
I'd love it. This looks very complicated, though. This probably takes a little more skill than like a Cessna.
Maybe not this kind of level, you know?
Yeah.
All right, let's go back out. Let's show everyone the galley. It starts right here. We have the galley on the back, crew seating area on this side, and you can actually create some separation for this area with these leather curtains that closes up all the way here. Another thing I want to do, I always wanted to sit on one of these crew seats. Let's have a look.
I've been flying since I was a little kid, and I've always wanted to sit on one of these also. But
it's really comfortable.
of course, you know, American, United, you're not going to be allowed to do that.
They're not going to let you do that, Mikey. But you have 2 crew seating here, and let's go check out the galley. This one is the small one, but you have your cabinetry, refrigeration, coffee maker, everything you need here to service the clients. And on this side, another leather curtain closes off the crew seating area. You have this long leather sofa with the seat belts. 2 tables attached to the wall. In fact, Mikey, let's go this way. We have an electric recliner chair here, and this is how you open one of these wall-mounted tables. Get some work done, eat your meal, and enjoy the flight, you know?
It looks comfier than my flight to Fort Lauderdale.
Absolutely. You have suede cladding throughout, a lot of storage areas, wool carpet on the floors, gorgeous finishes. Design elements of this plane is stunning. All right, now this is where we have the main hallway that takes us all the way to the back of the plane. You have all this storage area on this side, suede clad walls, textures, details. It looks so warm. And actually, I want to show this detail. We have a nice art installation here with the backlighting, and this is the space that welcomes you into the plane. Now, let's go check out the first room on our left-hand side, which starts right here. This is where we have the first stateroom, and look at this space. You have your queen-size bed, storage areas, comfortable carpet, built-in TV. All these windows bring in natural light. You have your reading lights. This space is just amazing.
Yeah, this is really unlike anything I've ever seen. This is a real-size bedroom.
Real-size bedroom, up in the sky. I mean, I can only imagine just laying down here, taking a flight to Europe, and just enjoying the flight.
Have you ever been on a private jet before?
I have been, twice.
Twice?
But short flights, like hour and a half.
I bet you've never been on a private jet that has a queen-size bed.
This is the first time I step into something like this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just mind-boggling. The amount of volume we have here, you have all these windows. In fact, let me show this detail. If I can find, there you go. Your blackouts, you need them, right, for a good night's sleep. You have your nightstands on each side of your bed, and this is where we have the iPad, the controls for your TV, lighting, music, everything you need. Again, you have your reading lights. It's a great cozy space, and it gets better because This door opens up to the full bathroom dedicated for this stateroom. And again, look at the volume here. You have a double vanity with marble countertops, brushed nickel fixtures, this recessed in section with recessed in lighting, and the cabinetry, this gloss finish, all these drawers with a lock mechanism. This is incredible. You have a full-size shower around the corner here with a shampoo niche, and it perfectly utilizes this corner. And look at all these polished stainless steel finishes and details. And obviously, since we're on a plane, every little detail is a precision cut and fit and finish. Suede walls. I'm getting out of control. I'm pointing out everything I see.
It feels very much like we're on a very nice yacht right now, this bathroom.
Absolutely. You know, in a funny way, both yachts and planes are challenged by the same situation. They're working with limited spaces, and they want to make it feel as comfortable with as much as utility as possible.
Yeah, and I guess yachts just have to deal with salt water too, so
That's right.
the planes have to deal with air travel.
Air. But Mikey, one more detail. Obviously, you have a little makeup or prep area here. By the way, this is your toilet. It's just a really elegant one.
Oh,
Or you can just sit down here.
yeah. I thought it was like a kind of like a makeup setup.
This is incredible. We're in a full-size bathroom with 2 sinks on a private plane. $767. Incredible. You have all these built-in closets, additional storage area here, your TV, and this room connects to the next section because this is a private seating area or lounge dedicated for the stateroom that we just toured. And again, fit and finish here. This is leather recliner chair. You have this built-in L-shaped sofa here, and all the materials when it comes to the leather, upholstery, and finishes here comes from Loro Piana and Garrett Leather. They're aviation grade, and they just look so dialed in. This recliner chair with the black piping, and you know, obviously you can move it and turn it and adjust the legs. And let me take a seat here. These tables, they all fold. You can actually raise them, make them a dining table, or you can actually lower them and make it a coffee table. And you have your seat belts here. Can you imagine flying like this?
You said aviation grade materials. What makes something aviation grade?
I'm assuming, obviously, in terms of like fire or like durability, it probably needs to fit certain standards in order for it to get on a plane.
I guess you don't want really flammable material at 40,000 feet.
You know, I'm sure the inspections are way harsher on planes than like normal construction or even homes.
Yeah, guys, this is our first airplane tour, so
We're learning too.
after a few more of these, I'm sure we'll know everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. You have some cabinetry here. You have these iPads on each one of these rooms. That way you can control the lighting, music, all that good stuff. You have a TV here, a lot of storage areas. And keep in mind, each one of these rooms, you can actually access them through the main passageway or main hallway. But in this case, we just got connected from the stateroom. Now, let's go check out the next room, which is another lounge or your secondary stateroom. I say that because each one of these sofas have bunk beds, built-in bunk beds behind them. That way you can actually sleep up to 6 people here, utilize it as a bedroom, or in this case, leave it like it is and enjoy it as another lounge. You have the seat belts, again, the textures, details, 3 coffee tables that are adjustable, or you can leave them folded like this or expand them. And you have some overhead storage, another pop-up TV, built-in storage on the bottom, your cup holders where you can put your Fiji waters. We all like them, you know, of course.
That's one thing that doesn't change between luxury assets. They always have Fiji waters.
Well said, Mikey.
Yeah.
Well said. Just a very comfortable space. And I want to mention something. I think the difference between a regular private jet versus a wide body private jet like this one is the fact that you can literally change rooms during a flight. You can come here, sit down, watch TV, you can go to your bed, sleep a little bit, go have dinner with someone, versus on the smaller private jets, I feel like you just sit down and you kind of stay there, you know, you're almost forced to stay
You can
there.
go explore in this one.
Look at this, we're just jumping from room to room.
Yeah.
And this is another lounge area, gorgeous details. And of course, since this room can serve as a stateroom, it has its own bathroom. And we have the same finishes also here with this white marble, 2 sinks, brushed nickel finishes, recessed in section where we have the mirror setback, recessed lights. Your electrical outlets are nice and paneled in. And Mikey, I have to do this for you. Ready?
Oh, wow. There we go.
On a plane.
Dream come true.
That's right.
Hopefully we'll be doing that at 40,000 feet later, though, no?
Hopefully, one day. And we have the built-in toilet setup here. It looks very elegant again. Serves as a seating area. Incredible. Look at the size of these bathrooms.
Yeah, really awesome.
And of course, around the corner, we have this walk-in shower. Mikey, can you get a close-up of the drain system there? So cool. Center section is a little bit elevated and drains are nicely tucked around it. Shampoo niche, beautiful fixtures. Rain head above, just amazing bathrooms. All right, let's go back to the main passageway to check out the main lounge. This space is all open. We have the seating area here, dining area on the back. All these windows are bringing natural light. You have your coffee table, 80-inch TV, built-in storage, your iPad, your cup holders. I mean, this space is incredible. Look at the volume here. Look at the finishes. It's so exquisite. So, again, I've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, and this is a massive space.
Yeah.
How many people is this plane supposed to hold?
So you can fly up to 33 people here. You can sleep up to 17. This plane can fly up to 12 hours, so you can easily go to Eastern Europe or do like an LA to London flight. The market value of this plane with the remodel is somewhere around $38 million. It takes $12,000 an hour to operate this plane, which is not a cheap number.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah.
I thought it would be way higher as well.
If you have, how many people? 33? So you said?
33.
Yeah. I mean, that's a full house, but if you have 15 people.
You can justify the price tag very easily.
Exactly, yeah.
And you need 2 flight attendants and 2 pilots, main pilot and co-pilot, minimum, to operate this plane. So here are some fun facts for you.
Yeah.
Amazing, right? Let's continue. Again, U-shaped couch, seating area, all this storage space. You have your built-in fridges here, all that good stuff. Lighter tones, your dark carpet, and look at this dining area. I'm gonna take a seat here. Wow, just finishes here. By the way, all the wood cladding that we've been seeing throughout, it's been hydro dipped, which is a technique that gives you this gloss and basically perfect finish on your cabinetry. Again, leather seats with the black piping, and these ones are actually adjustable. You can move them forward, turn them to the side, all that good stuff. And can you imagine just sitting down here, having an amazing meal, conversating on your way to London?
Yeah, we've talked about a lot, but we haven't really talked about food preparation, or anything like that. I'm sure when you're flying in the air on a jet like this, you have really good food you're being served.
I'm sure you have a management company in place that arranges all that for you. And speaking of kind of management, I also want to give big credit to VIP Completions. That's the company that did the overhaul and remodel of this plane, and I think they've done a phenomenal job. Just the fit and finish, the color palette, how comfortable each one of these spaces feel, and it looks great on the outside. It looks incredible on the inside. I'm just honestly kind of speechless. This feels like a very, very bespoke Rolls-Royce almost. You know, it's like the handles, the cabinetry, the color palette, everything about it. And big thanks to them for allowing us to do this tour. What a chance, right?
For sure. This is an incredible experience.
Amazing. Let's continue our tour. It gets better. By the way, we have another TV here. Another leather curtain separating this section because you have your secondary lounge here. And this one seats up to 8 people. You have these tables that can both serve as a coffee table or dining table. Again, they fold, so you can easily get in and out. You have overhead storage, 2 TVs, just another comfortable space. And going in, we have another bathroom here. This one is more like a regular private jet bathroom. You know, you have a nice seating area. That's also your water closet. You have a vanity here, marble finishes, pretty straightforward, but again, beautiful textures. And getting back out, we have the main galley here. And this one obviously is bigger, has everything you need: hot water, cold water, dishwasher, storage areas, fridges, ovens. It's pretty incredible. I mean, again, 767, so you get a nice galley like this. Off of the entry, you have this illuminated wall panel that we saw off of the entry of the plane. And right here, we have an air stair, which is basically your own private staircase that takes you down in case the airport that you'll land doesn't have one for you. I mean, this is the private experience, you know, this is awesome. I didn't even know that these jets can have their own staircases.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. There's a lot of airports that probably don't have the infrastructure to support, you know, unloading and offloading people on a jet this high.
Absolutely, it's the full private experience. You'll literally have your own staircase. And what an amazing aircraft, what an incredible day it's been, and I'm so glad we came to Florida to check out this amazing aircraft.